The Graham Trucking Unlimited Lights Cup is brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Mixology has all the easy answers to life's hard questions. Mike's Hard Lemonade. And is presented for Seafair by Graham Trucking. CDL Class A drivers wanted at grahamtrucking.com.
And this is going to be a full course. We've got a couple of pages worth of unlimited lights in the final here today. From the Microsoft Office project, the Miss Boat Electric, that's Kaylee Perkins, Graham Trucking GT, CompuWare's Critic Logic, Boat Trader, Miss Graham Trucking, Venture Bank, Atomic Screen Printing, and the Mako of Bremerton is in as the trailer today. A 9-boat field. These guys will get deck to deck, and they will be racing as we come out to the boats pulling away from the dock. The last ones are just heading out to the water, and now they'll be scoring up and get ready for this final. And as we bring in, of course, Chip Hanauer will be a part of this call, along with Mike Fitzsimmons out on the start-finish tower. But here are your drivers. Vince Zadaro with a first and third in the first couple of heats. There's Kaylee Perkins. She's got 2 seconds. Got to be considered one of the leaders. Here's Graham Trucking's Greg Hopp with a first-place finish today, maybe the favorite along with Paul Becker at 105 miles an hour, one of the boat winners today. The UL Boat Trader, Michael Flaherty, also considered one of the favorites. There's Mark Eccles. Could be tough for him in the Graham Trucking boat, however. As we keep rolling through, Dustin Eccles as well. The Venture Bank Shucks boat, UL 17. The Atomic Screen Printing, Charlie DeZadaro. And finally, the Mako of Bremerton, Al Karstensen, is going to be the trailer. And so we come out with Chip and Mike and just a little less than a minute and a half to go. Gentlemen, a lot of boats. And John Lynch, the voice of Unlimited Light Hydroplane Racing, with the call one more time.
And they're all scoring up now. We have one violation I'm hearing about, and that would be Michael Flaherty, I believe, was over the line just before the minute and 20-second mark in the UL 8. We'll wait and get a clarification there. It's a 1-minute penalty, and I believe that is against the UL 8. Yes. They did. It's a score-up violation as he passed that start line before we hit the 1-minute 20-second mark. So Michael Flaherty, you saw him on the camera right there, who is the winner of the B main. He has now a 1-minute penalty. This is 9 boats. One of them, that is Al Karstensen and the Mako of Bremerton, will be starting 5 seconds behind the field, but as they head up to the turn, some of them are getting there a little bit late. Some of them are a little bit early. Michael Flaherty, of course, has that 1-minute penalty, and he wants to erase as much of that as he can, but he'll add another 1-minute penalty if he's over the line early.
They got a little bit spread out there, didn't they? We've got some boats lagging behind, and that's going to really string these guys out.
And Michael Flaherty has done the right thing. He's cutting across the infield to come around to start it again. Here's the start in 3, 2, 1. They're a little bit slow right at the line. Very close for Paul Becker in the Critical Logic CompuWare entry. But here they come, 5 wide, heading down into turn number 1.
Boy, there's really no excuse for these boats back here to be that late. That was really a bad start.
Absolutely. 5 missed, 5 got it, 3 didn't. Paul Becker is right there. The former Navy pilot, the former airline pilot. He's in the lead trying to pick up his first ever Unlimited Lights victory in his hometown race here at Seafair in the Powerboats Northwest Unlimited Light Racing Series. There you see the shot from Miss Boat Electric, Kaylee Perkins at the wheel. Back in the pack, looks like she's back about third. It's Paul Becker going through the turn. He's on the inside in that Critical Logic boat from CompuWare. He's actually in.
Kaylee's in second. She's got a really big fight on her hand for second place.
We have a change. I just heard that both Vince Zadaro and Paul Becker jumped the gun. Kaylee Perkins is officially the leader on the course with Greg Hobb alongside in second place as they go down to turn number 1 on the second lap.
Okay, you've got a girl leading right here. You got a guy over here with got a lot more horsepower, but he's got a further distance to go. We could see history made right here,
That's
folks.
Paul Becker, but he's got a 1-minute penalty. He is not the leader. Kaylee Perkins in the red boat is the leader at the exit pin to go down the back stretch. He has got a 1-minute penalty. Greg Hopp is challenging on the outside. He is in there for a hunt. There's your lead battle right there. inside. Kaylee Perkins outside. Greg Hopp, it's lap number 2 of 3. Charles Zadar and Michael Flaherty well back. But there they go through turn number 2 now. Kaylee on the inside, Greg Hopp on the outside, taking a hop.
Kaylee's got to get out of this water. This is rough water. She's got to move outside to get in fresh water. Otherwise, Greg Hopp's going to be able to just wind up on her.
Kaylee Perkins holds the inside line. Paul Becker is not the leader on the course because he has a 1-minute penalty. Greg Hopp with the lead. And just a couple of boat lengths back is Kaylee Perkins in second place. As it's the Graham Trucking GT against the Miss Boat Electric as they go into the turn 1 for the final time. And Paul Becker's going dead on the water.
That's going to help Kaylee Perkins because all of a sudden she's got fresh water now. This could change everything right here.
Other teams got to avoid Paul Becker. Oh, Dustin Eccles had to make an emergency move. Down the backstretch, they are a boat length apart. Greg Hopp there, Kaylee Perkins right there. It's a battle for the Unlimited Lights Championship, the Unlimited Lights Cup presented by Graham Trucking here at Seafair. Into the final turn. Kaylee Perkins going for her first ever Unlimited Lights victory. There's the entrance pin.
I tell you what, Kaylee has driven a great race, a perfect race. She had a better start than Greg Hopp did on the outside. She's got a chance to win this thing.
That's Kaylee on the inside. It's Greg on the outside. Drag race to the finish. Naturally aspirated inside, supercharged outside. It'll be Greg Hopp by a boat length.
Wow.
Greg Hopp by a boat length, but what a drive by Kaylee Perkins to take second place here at the Graham Trucking Cup at Seafair for Unlimited Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw the birth of, I think, what's going to be not only a great race driver, but the first woman great race driver.
Third place, Mako of Bremerton, Al Karstensen. He was second a year ago. He only got in the pit area yesterday. Fourth place to Dustin Eccles right there in the Venture Bank. Then it's back to Vinny Zadaro crossing line, but he had a 1-minute penalty also. So fifth place, Michael Flaherty. First place last year, fifth place this year for Michael. And then back to Charles Zadaro. Yes, both of these Zadaro brothers were involved in this heat. There is first and second, but it's the yellow boat. Greg Hopp in first, Kaylee Perkins there in your camera in second place.
I, for one, am glad that I am never going to have to race that 19-year-old girl. I tell you what, she has matured in a nice, even curve, and I think she's arrived.
You know, we've been talking about it all day long on both sides, on the Unlimited Light side and on the Unlimited side. There is a tremendous youth movement going on.
There is, and now, you know, with Nate stepping down, and I think Ken Muscatel's getting close, I think there's going to be some room made for some of these people, but she drove a great race. Let me point out that she did a better job than Greg Hopp did on the start, and she made a great move when the one boat went dead. She went inside, she got clean water, and immediately got right up even with him again.
You can say what you want about Kaylee Perkins, but she is not an Anna Kournikova type. She's a lovely young lady, but she is a racer, and that's why she's here.
And she's got the whole package. She's coming into the dock now. She's articulate, she's smart, she's motivational. Now, watch this move that she makes here. She's having problems because she's running in the wake of Paul Becker. But the minute Paul Becker goes down, she seizes her opportunity. Okay, she's running in Paul's water. He goes down. She dives underneath right here. And that gave her clean water. Now look at where her competition is. Greg Hopp way out here. She made up a lot of ground. They're going to come out of this corner maybe with her a bit ahead. But remember, Greg Hopp has got a lot more. How much more horsepower?
Well, actually, horsepower, it's not that much difference. It's more in the acceleration coming off the corner, and he's got a newer designed boat. But Kaylee, as they would say in NASCAR, drove the wheels off of that one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to sponsor a race driver, I think you got one right here that's going to get a lot of ink in the years ahead.
And a nicer young lady you could never want to meet. And aside from being a great boat racer, she said she wants to own her own bakery one day and create baked goods. She is getting a great hand over on the dock. Congratulations to Greg Hopp. Take nothing away from him.
Absolutely.
But it was history today watching that young lady drive.
It really was, and she did a perfect drive. She had the best start. She had the inside lane. She did the best driving job.
John, I bet you'd like to see her stick around lights here. Hang on just a minute, John, because we want to go to Kaylee with Bill Rocky, who's down on the finger pier right next to her boat. Bill?
Thanks, Steve. Kaylee Perkins, that was something else. I think you've come of age with that race.
You know what? I've never had that much fun in the heat. I mean, I thought I was third place, and then all of a sudden, there goes Paul, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm still in this. And then, you know, I was right there next to Hop, and gosh, he drove that boat so well, and I got to thank Boat Electric so much, and I can't believe I got to race here at Seafair.
You were thinking winning this race, though. I mean, there was nothing else on your mind, was there?
I don't even know, honestly, how it finished. I'm pretty sure Hop won, but...
Not by much.
Not by much, I know that.
All right, so what did you learn today? What about yourself and about just racing in general?
If you have dreams, follow them.
All right, you keep working hard.
Thank you.
All right, Steve, back to you.
I think she's a little emotional, and, well, she should be. As
she sounds 19, but she doesn't drive 19.
And she doesn't talk like she's 19.
No.
I mean, she is really articulate.
Let's head down to guard with the winner of this event. And guard, Greg Hop drove a pretty good race himself.
Hey, Greg. All right, high fives all around Greg Hop, man. What a finish, huh?
Well, I'm telling you, man, we had our fair share of adversity today. We had a hole in the boat last night. We found it late last night. Had to fix it all night. The shaft got stuck in it. They had an awesome crew. The guys worked on it all day long. They got the Graham Trucking GT boat done in. We also got the Festool G boat that we ran, and these guys were working on both boats. It was incredible, and a couple of the pits and the front wing totally failed. So we ran that whole heat with no front wing. It was just one wild ride.
Tell me about that ride coming down the back stretch. Hit the last few hundred yards with Kaylee right there on your tail, neck and neck.
Well, she was right there, you know. She must have been saving a little bit in the gas tank because, man, boy, we came up that turn and I had it to the floor and she had it to the floor. We were pretty much dead even. I thought I'd outpull her, but, boy, she was right there. It was really close at the finish.
What do you think of Kaylee as a driver right now? Just 19 years old.
Oh, 19. She's only got room to grow. She's got an awesome boat and, you know, the experience. And what better place to learn it than Seafair?
Yeah, congratulations on your victory.
All right, thanks a lot.
Rabes?
Way to go.
All right, guard, thank you. And John Lynch, Kaylee is the kind of person who can bring more and more spectators to a race like this.
Certainly.
You'd love to see her stay in lights for a long time, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, but I don't know that we're going to have that much of a choice. I mean, I think she'll be following her brother into the unlimited light ranks, but if she does do that, I hope she does it in a timely fashion from a standpoint of make sure she's got her experience at this level before she steps up to the next.
I couldn't agree more. I think the biggest mistake they could make in Kylie's development right now is push her into an unlimited. I think she needs a year or two here, so when she steps into the unlimiteds, she's ready. Just like they did here.
People were asking me in the off-season what I thought about Kaylee as coming into the unlimited lights, and it hadn't even been announced at that time yet, and I said I thought she would be Rookie of the Year in 2008.
Oh, my.
I wasn't expecting her to be here this year. Showed me up to.
I think she may have. Well, we've got the unofficial results. John, first of all, John Lynch, thanks very much. Terrific job as always. Here are your unofficial results from the lights final today. Greg Hop in the Graham Trucking, Kaylee Perkins at the Miss Boat Electric, Mako of Bremerton Venture Bank, Boat Trader, and Microsoft Office Project, along with Miss Graham Trucking and Atomic Screen Printing, and did not finish Critical Logic. A terrific race, lots of great deck-to-deck racing, and a couple of boats jumping the gun. They get penalized, but still a great lights final.
The Graham Trucking Unlimited Lights Cup has been brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. Mixology has all the easy answers to life's hard questions. Mike's Hard Lemonade.
There's the crew of the winning Greg Hop boat, the GT, Graham Trucking GT. Next up, your Chevrolet Cup Finals.
Now, here's an awesome driver profile brought to you by Novus, the windshield repair experts.
His 56 career victories place him among the best hydro drivers in history. Dave Villock has won the APBA Gold Cup 5 times and has been National High Point Championship driver 8 times. While driving the legendary Miss Budweiser, Villock won 34 races, 4 Gold Cups, and 6 national championships. With 3 wins in 2006 and already 4 in 2007, Villock and the Miss Elam Plus will be the driving force in this year's Chevy Cup.
It is time to go racing for the championship, the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair. Your headlines: the defending champion, John Theoret. Does he have one more win in him today? He just might. How about the prohibitive favorite coming in yesterday? Dave Villwock hasn't lost a final all season long. Could this be it in his hometown? And how about the youngster, Jeff Bernard? Could there be an upset in the making? Just some of the stories for the 2007 Chevrolet Cup at Seafair.
This is the Chevy Cup Championship, brought to you by Chevrolet. See your Northwest Chevy dealer or visit us online at northwestchevydealers.com. By Southwest Airlines, the official airline of Seafair, with new nonstop service to Denver beginning November 4th, and is presented for Seafair by Chevrolet, an American Revolution.
And here they are, your boats in the Chevy Cup final. FormulaBoats.com, Miss Car Pros, Steve David in the Oh Boy Oberto. He's been fast this weekend. Haas Mortgage Investors, Miss Elam Plus with Dave Villwock. The Beacon Plumbing, John Theoret. And ProCraft Windows, the doctor, is in the final as well. 7 boats have made the final, including the provisional winner, Ken Muscatel. And with just about 4 minutes till we go racing, let us meet these drivers one more time and hear from our experts, beginning with, take a look, Jeff Bernard in the FormulaBoats.com, the U5 boat, Mike.
He's a young lad that's already shown us that he deserves to be an unlimited hydroplane champion, and this may be his opportunity. Does he have enough boat speed? I think he has enough skill.
Bill Rocky, he's a quiet-spoken young man. Is he going to be loud? Is he going to make a noise on the course today?
Steve, quiet but confident. I talked to him. He said everything's running great. He's looking forward to this final, and we've been talking about all the young guys. If he wins this, just like Kaylee Perkins, it's going to be the highlight of his career.
Talk about young guys. How about this kid with the baby face, J. Michael Kelly, Chip?
Maybe the most raw, talented driver out here today. J. Michael Kelly has won in every single class he's ever been in. They just got to get a boat underneath of him. I don't think he's got the boat, though, today.
From the baby-faced kid to the veteran, Steve David in the Oh Boy Oberto, the sausage boat. Nothing better for Art Oberto than this kind of birthday present, Mike.
This is Doc Holliday at the poker table looking for an ace-high straight up the sleeve for this guy. I don't think he's shown us everything he has.
And Chip, you have been high on David Bryant the entire weekend in the Haas Mortgage Investors boat.
What impresses me about David is that he came from a different kind of hull, a flat bottom hull. Nothing like a hydroplane, and for him to adapt this quickly means he's got a lot of talent.
Well, here's where all the pressure is on this team right here. The Elam Plus team, the U16, Dave Villwock, Mike, has not lost a final this year, but he has not run well today.
Yeah, and he's looking around this race course right now going, where did these guys come from and what do they want? It's absolutely certain that he is going to have to make the start of his life. Does he go inside? Does he go outside? Each one has its peril.
And I think part of what he does is going to depend on what this guy does. John Theoret, who's running with all kinds of confidence, Chip, in the U37 boat.
He's won this race the last 2 years when nobody expected it. This year it's expected of him. That's a different game. It puts a lot of pressure on him. He's got to get the inside from Dave Villwock. Otherwise, I don't think he can do it.
Guard, it's one thing to win a couple of heats. It's something else. The pressure builds up in the final.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd love to say these guys feel pressurized down here, but you know what? It is calm. They are so confident. And as we mentioned, when I talked to Theoret a little earlier today, he says he feels so comfortable on Lake Washington, he thinks he's going to win it for the 3rd time.
All right, Guard. And finally, Dr. Ken Muscatel, the ProCraft Windows, he's in as the winner of the provisional.
He's going to see a lot of transoms, but a few of them are going to give way to him. He may wind up placing somewhere here.
And time to turn to our speed merchant on the day, as we're just a little bit outside of a minute, and they are scoring up. Pat.
Well, the Jack in the Box, congratulations go to our quick boat of the day, Jean Threat, and from Maple Grove, Quebec, and Billy and Jane Shoemaker's Beacon Plumbing. They're the defending champion. They're the fastest boat of the day, and for the best in fast food anytime, stop at your nearest Jack in the Box.
And for the voice of unlimited hydroplane racing, and there's a bunch of boats going slow in your end of the track. Here again, Mike Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, some of those are virtually off plane and have been 2 or 3 times on that stretch. But Dave Villwock has told us where he wants to go. He has the inside lane. he crept over there and sort of sat in there for quite a while the other fellas caught up, so to speak, because they were barely moving. They're still barely moving, quite a lot of time. But he committed to that on the inside. Jean Thioret's job right now is to make sure he can outrun Dave Villwock to the first turn. And Villwock is virtually off plane practically as he comes around the corner. And in fact, his stall is not going to be a good idea, I don't think. I think he's going to wind up coming late to the line. And this was a mistake, I believe, by Dave Villwock that could be fatal with respect to whether or not he can win. We go to 0. We got a fair start, and the Elam is trailing by a country mile to the line. And down goes Stephen David and the Oh Boy Oberto into the first turn with the lane advantage. Right next to him on the outside with about a lane between them, of course, is the young fellow there. That's J. Michael Kelly. And Jean Thioret is also in the thick of it out there, although he was watching the other guys, and he wound up being a little too slow, too, and he trails back with Dave. So it's the sausage boat out front now with Stephen David. Remember, we're going around 5 times here, not 3 times here, so this is an endurance race as well. And Stephen David comes through the upper corner right now in the Oh Boy Oberto. The Oberto sausage boat has never won on Lake Washington. It's the 80th birthday weekend for Art Oberto. Saw him this afternoon for a little bit, and he says, we're going to win here. We're going to win here. He was absolutely certain of it. And here comes Stephen David down in lap number 1. He has a rooster tail lead, but here's that Bryant kid, that fella from the flat bottom boats. He moves on up now. The U10, the Haas Mortgage Investments and Chip Hanauer, he's coming on with a vengeance.
He's coming on, but what we saw is the cardinal rule you can never break in racing is you got to start with the start first. Dave Villwock and Jean Thioret screwed each other up. They both fought so hard to the inside. They got up there so early. They took themselves out of the race and left it wide open for this great race we're seeing today.
And as Muncie said, it's about opportunity and preparation meeting. Stephen David saw the opportunity, saw what the other guys were doing, wasn't going to have anything to do with that, got himself out cleanly, and he's on his way right now if he can hold it together. The Oh Boy Oberto down the front straightaway now. Brand new boat this year, owned by the 13,000 citizens of Madison, Indiana, and sponsored by Oberto, a sponsor in hydroplane racing clear back to 1975, Pat.
I don't know who it's going to be, but we're going to have a new champion at the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair in 07.
I tell you what, Steve David deserved to win the race last week in Tri-Cities as a driver. He beat Dave Villwock for 2 laps that couldn't hold him off. But this time, he may get the prize for his efforts.
He's thinking that same way, Chip, because down the back chute, he's got that boat really performing well. And way behind him now, virtually irrelevant now, is the Elam winner of all the races so far this season. And way back beyond that is Jean Thioret. The 2 fellas we thought would be factors are not even in this one. Dr. Ken Muscatel, however, is still driving his heart out in his race boat, but he's about to be overtaken, believe it or not, by Stephen David, and still the pressure is on Steve David. David Bryant does not want to let him run away, and if he can find the boat speed, this could still be a drag race.
David Bryant is the king from coming from behind and coming from outside. I've never seen anybody do it as consistently as David Bryant seems to be able to do it, and I think it's going to come down to the last corner.
He's catching up now. Steve David's realizing, oh, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. This fella is starting to fill up my mirrors back there. I'm seeing a lot of blue and yellow right now as he's halfway down the back chute now and trying to figure out maybe he could possibly park David Bryant in some traffic going up into this north turn, Pat.
It's Oberto, it's Haas Mortgage, it's Car Pro, the 13 from Detroit, and the 4th place boat is now the Elam. And the U5, the Formula1.com is, FormulaBoats.com is running 5th.
Smart move by Steve David. He takes David Bryant wide, and David Bryant has lost a lot of real estate. In fact, he got into some terribly rough water and had to give up about 2 buoy lines. That's about 1,000 feet. That was looking like a challenge, but Steve David worked him in the traffic just as I thought he would.
Can you imagine what a birthday present this would be for Art Oberto to win in Seattle with a brand new boat with a driver, Steve David, who's never won in Seattle? Get ready to see some tears on the dock.
Well, let me tell you, it looks like it may be going to happen because up the back chute, Stephen David is running past Ken Muscatel, who is now a lap down on him, and Steve David is driving like he absolutely will not give up this race course. Around the corner he comes. Now he's been smart all the way through. He's going wide. He's leaving Muscatel plenty of room, but he's also pushing David Bryant way out this time, so there's virtually no chance he can make up any ground. Checker flag goes out. Oh boy, Alberto wins the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair.
I don't think you will ever see an emotion like you're going to see from this Alberto team. This is going to be something.
Second place, David Bryant coming from behind. If he had another lap, he might well have taken up. And in third place, J. Michael Kelly.
Fourth is Elab. Fifth will be Beacon Plumbing, and sixth will be sixth will be the U5, FormulaBoats.com.
And then Dr. Ken Muscatel will come up the back end. Stephen David never won.
Look at that. He's got the lid up already. He's waving. This is going to be one for, I tell you what, Dave Villwock and Gene Thierret, they need a talking to. They took themselves out of this race. And the first thing you got to remember is, as a driver, first do no damage. They took themselves out and left the table wide open for these guys.
Chip, you're a driver, and you know how thrilled right now Stephen David must be. He's been here year after year after year. He has worked so hard, traveled up here again from Lighthouse, Florida, and wins the hardware.
There's Art Alberto, the nicest guy in racing. He's handed out more free sausage than you can imagine.
We've eaten it all weekend, too, I want to tell you.
And I tell you what, this is going to be so emotionally intense because he has tried so hard for so long. He gave this team money to go out and buy this brand new boat. Michael Hansen worked day and night all year long to create it. And Steve David, who has driven unbelievably well the last 3 years, is finally going to get this thing.
And Chip, watch this. Steve David nails this start, and this is one of the reasons why he is the 2007 champion of the Chevrolet Cup. Watch him nail this baby.
Right there.
Beautiful
He's got a lead
start.
on everybody.
Absolutely
He's
beautiful.
Inside. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's a little late, but that doesn't matter. He was in front of everybody else. But more important than that, he was right on the inside. And if you can go back and show him enter that first corner again, he must not be 6 inches off that first buoy. I mean, Steve David, this is a total. He did the best job driving. The team created a boat. This boat was brand new in Evansville, never tested. They went to the first race untested. And you just go down to Art and Rocky down on the dock.
Oh, yeah. Well, Art Alberto, you've been in racing for so long. This is incredible, isn't it?
Boy, I bet to do this on my birthday, actually it's the 26th of my birthday. We've been celebrating early this year. And boy, to win this here on my birthday like this here is terrific. I'm telling you, it's a lifelong dream.
You're going to be a young 80, Art.
Young 80, that's right.
All right. What? Steve David drove a heck of a race.
Oh, man, he drove this race. Nobody gave him anything.
Right. What's this mean to you to win in Seattle?
Oh, man, this is a lifetime dream. You know, I mean, Madison won in Madison, and us winning in Seattle is like, man, that's the height that you could ever go.
Right. Okay, you want to go over and say hi to your driver? We'll get him here. Congratulations, Art.
Hey,
just a phenomenal ride by Steve.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back up to you, and we'll grab Steve here in a minute.
All right, I know he's got some celebrating to do, but we want to get him while he's still hot. Can you imagine all the beef jerky we're going to get now after this?
I can't take anymore.
I want one of those hats that Art has. That's all I know. What a great race by Steve David. A great preparation of his crew on that boat. Here comes Steve. Again, over his career. 5 final victories in his career. He has been at it a long time. This has got to be the sweetest, Bill.
We're here. Steve's getting a lot of congratulations here. Steve David. All right, Jeff Bernard coming over. Steve, you pulled it off. You've been so close all year, and you finally got Dave.
Well, Mike and Larry Alberto and Art Alberto got together for the final and kind of made the decision. He gave me a little pep talk, and I can't think of a better birthday for Art Alberto and the entire Alberto family than winning this thing for them. You know, thank God, my family, my wife and my daughter with me. It's just pretty tough emotionally. This is like just a huge day. It's just everything came together, and I got a team that loves me and I love them. I got sponsors that love me as a person, not just as a driver. And
all right, come on in here.
His whole thing is just one fantastic family.
Now, you told me over in the Tri-Cities, you thought things were going to be different here, and it turned out they were.
Well, Mike Hansen is the finest crew chief in the sport, and he put together this team to do exactly what we just did. And Larry Oberto and Art Oberto and the family gave us the right stuff to do it, and God gave me the inspiration, and here we are at first place at the Seattle City Fair in 2007.
Art, you got a pretty good driver here.
Boy, I tell you, we got the best driver, the best team, the best mechanics, the best crew chief. We got, man, we are running first cabin, I'll tell you. And for Oberto to do that is a happening.
Art, happy birthday, Steve. Congratulations.
Colored Oberto pens for everybody in Seattle.
There you go.
All right, the celebrating's going to go on all night, Steve.
I guarantee it will, Bill. Thanks very much. We have much more ahead. The celebration continues for the champions at Seafair, the Oberto team. We'll be right back.
Chevrolet Cup Championship has been brought to you by Chevrolet. See your Northwest Chevy dealer or visit us online at northwestchevydealers.com. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of Seafair, with new nonstop service to Denver beginning November 4th.
Congratulations to Steve David, Art Oberto, and the Oh Boy Oberto team. Our Geico photo finish winner of the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair. Your search for the best price on insurance isn't finished until you call Geico.
What a great picture that is, huh? That Geico photo finish. Here are your unofficial results. The Oh Boy Oberto wins it. The surprise winner today, Haas Mortgage Investors second, Miss Car Pros. There is the Elam Dave Vilwach's boat, Formula Boats, Beacon Plumbing way back, and the Miss Procraft Windows, the trailer there, Dr. Ken Muscatel. But these unofficial Chevrolet Cup results, but we're pretty certain that Oh Boy Oberto is going to stand. But let's find out what happened in the Elam camp and head down to Bill Rocky.
Thanks, Steve. Dave, I guess to make it easy, it just wasn't your day.
Hey, well, we proved we could take the inside away from old Theoret. Apparently he didn't like it much because he came up and hosed us right away, but we finished ahead of those guys, and boy, if I got to pick who you know, has been knocking on the door all year, you know, that's this Oberto team. You know, it was fun race. Okay. It's too bad ours got ended kind of early, but you know, we had the boat to win the thing. We just didn't get a chance to get up there and use it.
So what happened up there?
We got up into the turn there, and we were getting ready to go for the start, and Theoret just moved over in front of me and hosed me out and, you know, killed the motor, and then I had to restart, and by that time the fuel was gone, so I had to go run. I could run him down and run another guy down, but boat ran good. We finally got the power and the problem fixed. I just, you know, couldn't get up there to the start.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot, Steve. Let's go back up to you.
All right, Bill Rocky, so a little controversy with the race as well, but take nothing away from the Oberto team. Steve David drove the wheels off that baby and won it. When we come back, more of the celebration and the wrap up to another great Chevrolet Cup at Seafair. Stay with us.
We drive for Graham Trucking, and so can you.
Right now, we are looking for CDL Class A truck drivers. They're paying excellent wages with no loading or unloading. Local routes only. Plus, a great benefits package. Drivers wanted.
Call or visit grahamtrucking.com.
The 2007 Chevrolet Cup at Seafair is brought to you by Chevrolet. See your Northwest Chevy dealer or visit us online at northwestchevydealers.com. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of Seafair, with new nonstop service to Denver beginning November 4th.
What a day it has been on Lake Washington. The 2007 Chevrolet Cup at Seafair has a champion, and it is a new champion, and it is Steve David of the Oh Boy Oberto team. As we head back out to the start-finish line one more time, Mike Fitzsimmons, I don't know that you've called a more fun race, and Pat, you've seen so many of them. This one did the heart good, didn't it?
Yeah, wasn't that a kick? That was a lot of fun. Don't forget who told you which one was going to win on Seafair Saturday night, right?
And, you know, Kaylee Perkins finished second with the Limiteds, and that's a dream come true. And then for all those pepperoni chomping fans along the shore. The Alberto brings it home. I got to tell you, the Chevrolet Cup at Seafair this year was the real deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was the one for the kids in Mount Baker neighborhood who towed those little wooden hydros behind their bikes and talked Art Alberto in 1975 into coming racing.
All right, guys, thanks so much for your great work up there. Chip, a final thought?
It was just a wonderful day all the way around. Kaylee Perkins, watch her papers. She's going to be around for a long time. And I tell you what, there's a lot of new guys coming up, and it's going to be a great... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, out.
No. Well,
sorry,
there goes
partner.
the whole day.
Well, it sure is. Guys, you all did a great job. The names you see on your screen are all the technical people that brought the great pictures to you. Thanks to all the volunteers at Seafair, all the people with KIRO 7, the boat crews, the air show, the Seafair folks are great, and of course all of you out there who watched and listened in today. Another great Seafair here in Seattle. For 2007, your Chevrolet boat champion, your Chevrolet Cup champ is Steve David, the old boy Alberto. Congratulations, Stephen. KIRO 7 Eyewitness News is coming up next.